Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel, and I got another article here I'm reading today from Geeks and Gamers. Of course, we got some news recently from PlayStation that they are going to unfortunately, get rid of physical discs and physical media on their next console upcoming. This is a lot of speculation. A lot of people feel this is not good news that they were doing. This is also rumored that Xbox would do it as well, get rid of the disc drive, get rid of physical media. Hear people talk about, this possibly the end of, DVDs and all that stuff because people buy, these consoles as cheap Blu-ray players. But I got this Geeks and Gamers article here talking about Domino's roast PlayStation again with fake official statement about digital pizzas. Of course, Domino's taking shots at PlayStation, and of course, these. If you've been a gamer, these pizza places are synonymous with gaming and gaming culture. Because that's what you get. You get pizza when you're playing video games with buddies, when you used to invite them over before we did everything online. Anyways, so Domino's Pizza UK isn't finished roasting PlayStation just one day after its viral joke comparing Sony's decision to eliminate physical game. So let's see here. I got this right here. So here we go. Domino's Pizza UK isn't finished roasting PlayStation just one day after its viral joke comparing Sony's decision to eliminate physical games to offer digital pizzas. The pizza chain has returned with an even more elaborate gag, and the internet is loving it. This time, Domino's posted fake breaking news announcements. This time, Domino posted a fake breaking news announcement styled like an official corporate press release announced that it too would abandon physical products in favor of digital pizzas only. And here we got the post here. Breaking news. Official statement. In response to trends in the gaming industry, as 1st of April 2027, Domino's UK will cease production of physical pizzas and shift to production of digital pizzas only. Consumers will be able to download our full range of delicious pizzas, cones, and using the power of imagination, enjoy in an entirely virtual sense. So yeah, we got Domino straight up here roasting PlayStation over this decision. Unfortunately, that just seems to be the way things are going. I don't think there's much we can do to stop. This is what they've been wanting to do, move things to no digital over physical. The joke has already exploded across X, drawing more than 62 million views, over 305,000 likes, which I see we're at 335, more than 4,000 reposts, and thousands of replies, making it one of the biggest viral gaming-related posts of the week. By replacing physical pizzas with downloadable ones, Domino's highlights what many gamers see as the strange reality of paying full price for products they can never truly own in a traditional sense. It's getting bad with, not having physical media. I like physical media. I know, a lot of people like the convenience of digital, being able to download. I myself just got myself the Lord of the Rings extended editions on Blu-ray because, I'm probably going to start buying more physical Blu-rays and physical media. And there's an argument, it's convenient, but, it's true, what they say. They said, you in the future will own nothing and be happy. And it seems like you don't really own these properties. I had, an argument online with someone about CDs and stuff. I was like, I forgot what it was, but it was something to do with, copyright and, streaming music. And someone's like, and I made something that is better or so with CDs, but then someone's like, oh, well, you just have nostalgic about it. You had CDs got scratched, this and that. And I was like, oh, you owned it. I had and I added to it a copy of Soulfly. I don't know if anybody listens to them. Soulfly's Prophecy album that I bought, special edition. Bought it when it first came out, and it had two bonus tracks which were live performances of their song Tribe and Eye for an Eye. Killer tracks they recorded in Minneapolis and stuff, and I ripped that long time ago to my computer, and I had it on my MP3 player and then my iPhone and digital. And after a certain time, they became unplayable, and now I can't actually play those tracks on my on my phone, and it's just kind of lost. You have to have that physical disc to actually hear it, and that's the benefit of physical discs is you own it, you always have it, and they can't take it away from you. Just like another example, there was a kind of a dubstep artist called Young Rev with a V instead of U, and I was like, his music I had it on Apple Music, Spotify, and now all the stuff is gone off of there, and I can't hear his stuff at all. So anyways, back in the article. It all started with one viral tweet. The follow-up comes after Domino's first jab at PlayStation on Wednesday. responding directly to Sony's announcement that it would discontinue physical games discs for all new PlayStation releases beginning in January 2028. Domino's posted, "Makes about as much sense as us changing to digital pizzas." Here's that tweet there. You go find this on PlayStation's site, of course. The single sentence quickly became one of the defining reactions to Sony's announcements, earning more than 1.1 million views before Domino's decided to escalate the joke. The company spent the rest of the day replying to fans with additional quips, including "the box is digital too." By Thursday morning, the joke had evolved into full parody corporate announcement. This isn't the first time Domino's UK had found itself at the center of PlayStation discourse. Earlier this year, the company mocked Sony's reveal of God of War Luffy, the upcoming title that shifts the franchise focus away from Kratos. Domino's joked, "God of War games with no Kratos equals pepperoni passion with no pepperoni." Posts became so popular that Sony's Santa Monica studio itself responded with a now famous line, "Okay, thanks for the feedback, Domino's Pizza corporate account." Rather than ending the conversation, Sony replied, only amplifying Domino's joke and help it spread even further across the gaming communities. That's perhaps why Sony hasn't yet responded to Domino's after the latest online roast. Yeah, sometimes it's best just, when you get roasted, just keep your mouth shut sometimes, because, you just make it worse. You just keep digging that hole, Why the joke is resonating. The reason Domino's post keeps catching fire isn't simply because they're funny, they're tapping into conversations that already exist within the gaming community. Sony's announcements that physical games discs will disappear beginning in 2028 has reignited debates over digital ownership, game preservation, used game sales, and pricing. Physical copies allow players to lend games to friends, resell them, collect them, and often purchase them at discount prices through retailers. Of course, a lot of this started with the music industry first. We've devalued these things as to just digital, because it no longer has resale value. You don't truly own it. You can't lend it to somebody, and they can charge you this. Like Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be $100 for a certain version with extra content, and you could pay that $100, and they could take it away from you what you paid for at any moment. And is that really right? Is it right to charge you all this money and then say well, you don't really own it? So digital only distributors remove many of those options while giving platform holders greater control over pricing and distribution. Whether players ultimately agree with Sony's decision or not, Domino's parody has clearly struck a chord. After all, the idea of downloading pizza sounds ridiculous, and for many gamers, that's exactly the point. And of course, how do you feel about Domino's trolling PlayStation? Sound off. That's the end of that. Yeah, it's we're going down this slippery slope. Who knows what the future holds with all digital. And I guess the best thing we can do is just mock them and make fun of them. And I guess that's what Domino's is doing. And I don't know if I have a Domino's. Maybe I'll order a Domino's pizza sometime soon. Not a digital one, a real one. So let me know what you think. What do you think of what this frontier of all digital media is leading us? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you like the convenience of everything being digital? Do you love physical? Would you go out and still buy physical if you could? Let me know in the comments. Like and share this video. I do some game streaming on here. I'm also on Kick, Rumble. Go on and check me out on those platforms. And give me a like. And I'll see y'all in the next video.